Witness the nesting ritual of the common African weaver bird. Observe how the male of the species works tirelessly under the watchful eye of the female. For Mr. Weaver, the job's not done until Mrs. Weaver approves. Let's see. Uh-oh, looks like Mrs. Weaver is less than satisfied with her better half's building skills, which means it's tear down and start over again time for Mr. Weaver. So, what valuable lesson is Mother Nature teaching us about putting a roof over our heads? Do it once, do it right.
All of which brings us to metal roofing, a home improvement decision that's so solid, you'll surely do it once and do it right.
Wait a minute, isn't metal roofing outdated, hot, noisy?
That misconception is as old as, well, as old as these houses. Today's metal roofing is the most practical and valuable home improvement choice you can make. Metal lasts considerably longer than the average asphalt or shingle roof and provides greater comfort and protection from the elements. Functional benefits aside, metal also adds aesthetic value to your home and your entire neighborhood. You'll find metal roofing available in so many textures, finishes, styles, and colors. It's sometimes hard to distinguish.
You lost the address?
Relax, honey.
Listen, can the testosterone and let's call for direction.
The house has a new metal roof. It'll stick out like...
Yeah, like your butt in a bathing suit. That's it. Oh, that was it.
That was a metal roof.
Take a look at the new metal roofing. Call 1-888-METAL-ROOF for a free video.
That's a metal roof?
But good looks aren't the only reason so many people rely on metal roofing. Across the U.S. and Canada, severe snow, wind, hail, and heat are facts of life. So a metal roof is more than a shelter. It's like an insurance policy against the elements. Metal offers you greater protection against wind, fire, hail, and snow than any other roofing material, which is why a metal roof can even help to reduce your homeowner's insurance premiums. In some states, you can look forward to a rate reduction of up to 35%.
People say, well, why are my premiums so high? Hailstorm. If everybody had metal roofs, you wouldn't have that problem.
You can get up to a 35% reduction in annual premiums depending on the insurance company you're with.
Even when you're inside a home with a metal roof, you'd never know it. It's cooler than a conventional roof, and believe it or not, just as quiet. Metal roofing systems have great insulating properties that keep your home comfortable throughout the year.
It's not noisy at all. We get more noise through the
skylights.
That's when we know it's raining. You can hear it through the skylights.
Yeah, I suppose a metal roof is pretty tough, but I wonder how it would survive a trial by fire.
This home in California survived a fire for one reason alone: metal roofing. But don't take our word for it. The most enthusiastic endorsement you'll ever get for metal roofing is from someone who owns one.
The pine needles and everything just took off. The pine needles on our roof didn't, if they did burn, it didn't do any harm because it was a metal roof.
It's a miracle that it's there. We couldn't believe it, and actually, the inside, we had one window cracked, and that was all.
If you take a look at the house behind me, you can see that it still has the original siding and pretty much looks like all the other houses in the neighborhood except for that roof, and that stuff would have all been gone if we hadn't had it.
I used to live in the Southwest, and the hail would literally beat the heck out of the house.
Golf ball size hail. And it almost ruined the whole top of one of the cars. But they were able to repair it, but it was quite expensive. But my wife said, what about the roof? And I said, well, don't worry about the roof. It'll take care of itself. But it has.
We live south of here, and in 3 years we put 2 roofs on as a result of hailstorms. So that was another reason why we were really looking for something that was going to withstand that occasional but devastating hailstorm that you might get.
You'd think that lightweight metal roofing would be blown off your house like a leaf. And of course, you'd be wrong.
Architects and builders also favor metal roofing, with good reason. With their modern coatings, metal roofs have been providing lifelong protection for the most attractive buildings and schools across the country.
Metal roofing systems have published a wind resistance and uplift resistance that is above the new code requirement, which again gives us some sense of relief in that we can use the best material and meet all the criteria.
How does a metal roof handle snow?
In heavy snow regions, metal roofing has been the choice of homeowners for years. It sheds snow fast, preventing the snow from harming the structural integrity of the roof. And it can eliminate ice damming at the eaves, so water can't back up and collect under the roof and leak into your home. Bet you didn't know that metal roofing makes the whole world a more comfortable place to live. Much of the metal used in today's roofing systems is recycled. Thanks to thoughtful design and lightweight materials, many metal roofs can be installed over existing materials, so there's potentially less waste going into landfills. A lot less waste. Billions of pounds of old, worn residential roofing materials are dumped in our country's landfills every year. Perhaps the most pleasing aspect of metal roofing is its longevity. Studies show that the average metal roof will last 2 to 3 times longer than an asphalt or wood shingle roof. And you can be sure that a metal roof will last as long as you live in your home. Perhaps that's why Thomas Jefferson, architect of Monticello and the Declaration of Independence, made metal his roofing material of choice. But what if you choose to move? No problem. Metal roofing attracts buyers and adds immeasurable value to your home.
The roof came with a warranty that will certainly outlast my lifetime, and that was comforting to know that it's not something that I'll have to replace while we're here.
It can also make life easier when you're the seller, especially when the buyer applies for financing, because there's no question about the future longevity of the roof. Many manufacturers offer warranties as solid as the metal roofs they sell. And while the terms of warranties may vary, metal roofing will last longer than conventional shingles or wood. So now you're sold on the idea of metal roofing. How do you determine if you need one? It's worth remembering that roof damage doesn't only occur after storms. Sometimes you may not even notice it's there. But worn, cracked, and curled shingles are a sure sign that your home's structural integrity is slowly being weakened by a worn-out roof. Before you go climbing on ladders, here are some tips to help you spot the telltale signs of roofing damage.
One way that the homeowners can see if they've got any kind of damage to the roofs without actually climbing up on their roofs is to get up in their attic with a flashlight. They can look around their attic. If they see any kind of discoloration on the plywood deck above that, where there's dark brown, you know you've got a leak up there. Although you might not see it inside on the sheetrock yet, you do have a leak. Also, if they don't go ahead and take care of that leaking on the decking, it will lead to rotting of your rafters. Then you've got structural problems. Roofing contractors need to make the homeowner aware of this. Please do not climb up on your roof. There's no need for that. That's what your roofing contractors are there for. You can still climb up a little bit to look in the gutters, look in your attic. That's the best way.
Now that you've determined that you need a new roof, let's talk installation. Metal roofing is relatively quick and simple to install. That's because most metal roofing systems are pre-formed and require very little assembly on the job site. Of course, working with the right contractor helps. Here are a few pointers to help you make the right choice. Start with the names and numbers of participating manufacturers listed in this kit. They'll be happy to direct you to contractors in your area who will make the installation process quick and efficient. Be sure to ask to see finished examples of the contractor's work. Ask for names and phone numbers of customers in your area. Make sure the contractor is fully insured. Don't make payment in full before the job is finished in full. Where necessary, make sure your contractor secures the proper permits. Once you've selected a short list of contractors, ask them to visit your house and inspect your roof. Be sure to ask every contractor for a written estimate and make sure that they all work to the same specifications. Whenever possible, get estimates from more than one contractor. A complete estimate should cover all materials, including flashing, trim, and underlayment, labor, building permits, and where necessary, tear off waste removal, and disposal. And don't forget to ask for a schedule confirming completion date. We've told you enough about the beauty and longevity of metal roofing, but what about the cost? Metal roofing is a premium roofing system, and when you weigh the costs against the benefits, you'll quickly discover that it's the most valuable home improvement you'll ever invest in. Here's why. Unlike other roofing systems that lose their looks quickly, a metal roof will maintain its aesthetic and functional properties longer than any other roofing system, up to 3 times longer than an asphalt or wood shake roof. When you install a metal roof, you most likely won't ever have to replace it. It's weatherproof. No other roofing system offers better protection against snow, wind, and heat. Metal roofing systems help decrease energy consumption in most homes, even during the hot summer months. Because it's so light, metal roofing can be installed over your existing roof, substantially reducing your installation costs. It's extremely durable. As you've already seen, metal roofing has successfully withstood natural disasters like earthquakes, hail, and firestorms time and time again. Metal roofing is one of the most permanent roofing solutions you'll ever find, and certainly the best value of any roofing product, period. For safety and security in any climate or conditions, for sheer aesthetic appeal, and for a more comfortable home and environment. Nothing else provides the peace of mind that comes from a metal roof. It's the one decision you'll feel good about for the rest of your life, maybe even longer.
At my age, I don't think I'll be around until the life of the roof expires, so I'm not worried about it.
If I live to be 150, which I hope I do, well, I'll never have to spend another dime on my roof.
So if you're about to re-roof your nest, why not learn from the experience of our feathered friend, the African weaver? Do the job once. Do it right. Install a metal roof.